Guys, we have very important news to go over here. As you can see, this is a very important topic. I not only have one hat, I present you with two hats that should definitely indicate the dire situation we are in here. Do you see this? Do you see this? I'm hoping you're seeing this right now. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the question that needs to be answered today. Also, this shit ain't mine, okay? So don't think I'm over here balling it out with the Bugattis on the left and the right. What you be seeing is Nissans left and right, alright? We ain't got the Bugatti power yet. Just wanted to lay that out there. Anyways, is Buckle just another Kover? I don't know. We're gonna answer that question right now. Just right off the bat, I do not think, I have not looked into them yet, but my personal opinion, just from grazing the website, already light years better than Kover. If it is a scam, they're doing a great job, because when I look at that website and go through all their information, I haven't fully dived into everything yet, which is what we're going to do together, like old times. Just my gut feeling is probably not a scam. They look way more legitimate than Kover ever did. If you're new to all this, my very first video I ever did was on this insurance company, Kover, which said they would offer similar things like Buckle does, only they rarely paid out to their customers. You could never really find good reviews on them that didn't look like they were fabricated, and no one really had any experience with them. Jen on the Go had made a video that she had gotten into contact with a ex-Kover employee, and he had said it was straight up a scam. It's not a great business structure, you know? Big shout out to the Russ Ride. I didn't even know people were talking about this, because if you've kept up with my channel, you know I took a decent break for some personal reasons, and getting back, I haven't really been able to catch up on all the gig stuff. I've just been doing my full-time gig work as per usual, but really kind of lost touch with the content side of it. Not my content, but other people's content on gig work, and so I've been catching up. But Russ mentioned that everyone has been promoting this company, Buckle, and Buckle is, just from looking at their website, is an insurance company. So, a little homage to Kover. I wanted to do a deep dive into Buckle. That was a great idea. I haven't done one in a while. I really enjoyed the original one I did, so I'd like to go back to my roots and see what Buckle's all about. So, let's do it. I'm going to kind of go through the same steps I did with my Kover deep dive. Before we even look into what these guys are about, I want to do the IP test. And if you don't remember, when I made the Kover video and checked their IP, trying to find out who owned the domain and everything, because most of the stuff I was reading was getting kind of sketchy. And if you'll remember, this is how the Kover test turned out. From Namecheap, and is about $10 a year, and was bought, blah, blah, blah. Also, the address is a dildo museum. Also, the address is a dildo? What? No way. No way. I just accidentally looked up buckle.com, and the first thing that popped up was Namecheap. They were the domain holder for Kover. I got a little scared, but I just typed it in wrong. Okay, we were looking for buckleup.com. And lo and behold, whew, they registered with GoDaddy.com. Already a green light. Good job. Because Namecheap has a ton of bad press on it, and Namecheap had a ton of ties to fraudulent and scamming websites, IPs, all people that they were, holding domains for. And it's like, well, how can you really hold them, responsible for these websites that are scamming people? Well, you can. And you're supposed to be reporting them to certain departments if you find out a website is scamming and you have registered a domain for them or are hosting the server. And they just weren't doing that and just letting people have free reign, basically. So that was a big issue with them. But luckily, we don't have that issue with Buckle up here. As you can see, it's a beautiful GoDaddy.com LLC. Don't get me wrong, GoDaddy probably hosts, scammy websites or services as well, but they didn't have as bad as a track record as Namecheap, who just blatantly did things to get around it. So let's get into the beef of this stew here. All right, we've gone through the vegetables, and let's we'll do a head-on-head comparison to Kover's website. Okay, see, you can't even get into it anymore unless you enter fucking email. So, you would think if you made a service right and people are going to your website, you'd want them to be able to look around, right? Well, you can do that on Buckle, but the second I go over to Kover and actually try to look around, look, if you exit out of this and don't want to give them any of your personal information, which is completely your right, look at this. Exit. No, you just go directly back to this web page. But I do need to look at the website, so we're gonna have to get some verification here. They probably don't want you even looking around anymore. I hope they saw the video I made on them. All right, let's go get this code here. 725056. So let's look at the design. Cause I don't know if I said this in my original video, but this Kover's website is something I could make in 5 minutes or less with any type of website builder. Look at this. They literally put it together in probably about 10 to 30 minutes because they don't care. They just make it look a little nice, a little modern, and boom, look at that. You'll get fair, independent freedom. Wonderful. But if we go over to Buckle, look at that. Look at all this effort. And I'm not trying to suck Buckle's dick or anything right now, but like I said, they're already miles ahead of Kover. Just from the website, the layout, you don't have to give personal information to see what they're about. So let's go to the membership. So this is it. Like you don't even, there's 3 plans they have, but they don't show you until you actually sign up. This is a very common thing, right? They show all these people that they can support. We see the same type of thing right here, but they're at least featured in more things. These people can't even say they're featured anywhere. Our investors, people that have nothing to do with gig workers, like just random ass businesses here. This is what makes me feel a lot more comfortable with this website is the people that are backing it, or at least it's been featured in, specifically the rideshare guy, because I think he is working with them specifically. I remember seeing that somewhere on here. I can't find it anywhere. But if you don't know, the rideshare guy, he's the rideshare guy, right? Like he's been around forever. I like to think he understands our community. He's obviously done plenty of gig work. He has plenty of experience in backing in this. So the fact that he's a part of this makes me feel a lot better about it for sure. And just the effort they've gone in to put into this website shows a lot more dedication than this. We got fake ass testimonials. These people look like they're being held at gunpoint. You get like 2 words per page, just a bunch of pictures that I could pull off of Google Images. So what does Buckle offer? Membership is for drivers. We offer benefits, products, and services for rideshare and delivery drivers in the gig economy. And the best part, it is totally free and only available to gig workers. We have proudly served our members since 2017. I'm a little confused why, if they've been around since 2017, I'm just now hearing about them. Who can join Buckle? Yep, rideshare delivery drivers. Who is Buckle? So they don't only do insurance, it looks like, providing insurance, financial services, and advice. I guess that's because the rideshare guy is a part of it. Why would I want to be a Buckle member? Yeah, convince me. I have so much PTSD from Kover. I'm just so like, I'm not trying to be aggressive with this. I actually do. I do think this is probably going to work out to be a reasonable thing you might want to sign up for, but I don't know. As a Buckle member, you enjoy specialized financial services, exclusive content, and discount pricing on common expensive. What are these extra discounts we're getting here? Our representatives have been where you are and know where you're going, and products that are designed to fit your lifestyle now and in the future. We've earned our members' trust by providing convenient, comprehensive, and competitively priced products, tailored specifically to their needs. Exclusive gig content. Well, you get exclusive gig content, exclusive advice from industry experts like Harry the rideshare guy to help you earn more from your gig driving. I gotta rip on it just a little bit, okay? I think what you're doing is great. I just think that's a little funny because you can get exclusive gig content on YouTube, and there's thousands upon thousands of videos covering probably anything you could possibly think of. Do not take what I'm saying as something that should be your opinion. This is just a deep dive I'm doing for myself and anyone else that is interested. And I'm just basing, what I actually use the service. Don't take this as because I'm saying I wouldn't need any of this. Doesn't mean like you would. I guess like I'm not ripping on anyone that would need this. I just have no yearning for these benefits right here. So I'm trying to find something I would need, right? Okay, so it seems like their main purpose is to provide insurance, vehicle insurance, proper vehicle insurance for you. I guess my question is it actually cheaper than what I'm already, paying? To my actual vehicle insurance? I don't know. Because if you don't know, you can just go through your own auto insurance too and ask them. The way I asked them, I was like, hypothetically, if I was to start doing some type of gig work, what plans would I be looking at? Because I feel like if you just outright tell them, they're automatically going to put like some kind of mark on your file or something. But that's the way I went about it. So I would definitely say before signing up for this, maybe check with your own auto insurance and see what extra policies they could add on or switch you over to that would cover you for your type of work. And if it's cheaper, I would go with that one. I just want to remind people that is also an option for you to go through. It also obviously just depends on, the area you live in. You're going to pay more in insurance in Massachusetts than you are in Texas. All right, so gig insurance coverage, baby. It's time for you to get yourself covered right away with Buckle Gig Insurance Coverage. Buckle provides the coverage you need so you can drive with the peace of mind in knowing you have the right insurance. We offer gig insurance for Lyft, GoPuff, Favor, Uber Eats, and more. Browser below. Oh, I got a little too into it. Browse below to learn more about our auto insurance for gig workers. If you drive for Lyft, DoorDash, Favor, GoPuff, Grubhub, or Instacart, the coverage on your Buckle policy will apply for all periods of driving. Now, I'm not going to read all the fine print here. You guys definitely, if you're going to sign up for this, definitely read the fine print because there's certain areas where you're covered, then you're not covered. You might be covered, but they also might just let your actual auto insurance cover it. Whatever, something like that. I don't know. Definitely read the fine print because I'm not going to cover all the fine print in this video. If you drive for Uber or Uber Eats, your coverage on your Buckle policy will apply for personal driving. If your car is damaged in periods 1, 2, or 3 for these companies, your Buckle comprehensive and collision deductible applies. That means if you're right, hold up, dog. Hold up. Are we about to do some geometry? This is an actual insurance company because I'll tell you what, Kover wasn't offering that. They just could protect your income, but they made it seem like they were an insurance. But they were fucking weird, dude. I still don't understand them, to be honest. So yeah, this is automatic. Yeah, this is definitely a lot more legitimate. But just check with your auto insurance. Don't be scared. I wouldn't outright say, hey, I'm going to be driving for DoorDash. I would say, hypothetically, if I did start, what policy would I need to pick up? What would I need to do? What are my options? How much more would it cost? Check with them first, and then I would say check with these guys just to make sure, because you're already paying for your auto policy, your own personal auto, so just see if you can get something on there. Let's go ahead and ask for a free quote, I guess. Let's get our free quote. Per month, based on your zip code, rates for 6 months. Policy start at $14 per month for basic coverage. I'm so confused. That's just not even. How is that even possible? $14? I want to ask. So, are you saying you would cover me completely, and I could cancel? Mine's like $200 to $300 a month. You're saying I could cancel that and sign up for this for $14 a month? I gotta double check that because that doesn't make. That's a little weird. That just seems like too low.
Thank you for calling Buckle Insurance. This is Cherry. How can I help you?
Yeah, I just had a few questions about just signing up and just some general questions I was hoping you could answer for me before I
Well, I'd love
consider.
to.
Oh, awesome.
What are your questions?
When I was getting a quote for my area, it said $14 a month, which
Well,
it's a little
that's not
confusing.
going to be the final number.
Right.
It is. Did you start a quote with us?
Oh, I just entered the zip code. I didn't really get to enter my all of the personal information yet. Because it was
Oh, I
like, how
see.
do you go from, because I'm paying like 300 something. How do you go from that to $14 and then it's, you know what I'm saying? And it's covering personal insurance.
That's
So,
just Yeah, that's just a general number there that says, yes, we do cover that zip code.
Right.
But each policy is rated based on the driver's merits. And of course, we don't use credit scoring or anything like that.
So
Oh, yeah.
if I do sign up and I get covered by you guys, whatever, let's say I'm covered, right? I get covered in Texas, but what if I happen to be like on vacation or something in Ohio and I'm dashing and get into an accident out there? Would I still be covered?
Not for rideshare, but for personal, you would be.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Like I said, I feel much better about these guys. They actually have a customer service line you can get a hold of. You know, they're actually offering vehicle insurance, not just income insurance, which is what Kover was based on, but they made it seem like they did what Buckle Up is doing. And I can tell you my sentiment for Buckle Up is way different. My only thing with them, I couldn't really get a quote and I couldn't finish signing up on their website, but that could just be a browser issue. I'd say my only thing is like, yeah, just make sure you can't get it cheaper with your own personal auto insurance. So, yeah, do crunch some numbers, see if it's cheaper, if it's worth it to you. Just don't forget some of those little caveats that were thrown in there. And, yeah. So, I'm done buckling up here. I'm gonna take my seatbelt off and be done with this video. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one.